And now once again your bullfrog welcomes you to Muddy Creek Forks, where we will ride the Ma and Pa again. We'll also take a tour of the Muddy Creek store. That almost rhymes. And over there, our accommodations. Looking northwest up the line, the Ma and Pa's predecessors were narrow gauge, but by 1901, the whole line was standard gauge. That's the year it became Ma and Pa, officially, 1901. And let's see, passenger service stopped in 1954, August of that year. And freight service in Maryland stopped in 1958. And freight service stopped here in 1984 on the Pennsylvania side. First, let's head into the store, see what's happening.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Muddy Creek Forks. The first train today will be leaving at 1:15. Tickets are on sale.
Like an old-fashioned store, very authentic. It even smells old-fashioned in here. Ooh, let there be rock. There he is. This place is great. You don't see this on CSX. And the Muddy Creek Forks Post Office, no longer in use, of course. And above all, the people here are fantastic. When's the last time you saw anything like that in a store? Or for that matter, like this.
Okay. You gotta go on YouTube and watch the guy play in Carnegie Hall. The harmonica.
A real blast from your past. Or rather, my past, at the very least. And more classic stuff. Who else remembers Charles Chips? I used to get this delivered to my door at one time. I think I'll learn to play this thing. Does it play Inagata Davida by any chance? Now heading on up to the second level. I'm looking back down.
Abbott Costello.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had
Lots
like
of displays.
you had like the Buster Keaton and
Buster Keaton, that's it.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, I like his little walk and the camera. Wasn't there recording here last time?
I think over here.
I've got to keep this going as long as possible for future generations.
You know what worries me though, if you ever watch these westerns, it seems like the only thing the piano player ever plays is the.
Okay, old-fashioned surround sound.
If I can get this thing going. if I remember.
It's an old Victrola, I believe.
Well, no, let's see, where's the on-off for this thing? Here we go.
The vinyl's coming back.
There.
Wonder if 78s will come back.
Cool.
Old 78 records.
Let's see. How's this thing pick up?
Maybe the button on the top.
Where is this? No, I think this thing has
You have
to
to
go down here.
It's got to be rotated down or something. Yeah, like that. There you go.
Here's how we do it. I've never worked this thing before.
I wonder if I could have figured that out.
Cool. I hear it already.
No.
Yeah, but no volume control or anything on that.
No, and this is no amplification.
Right.
Very clear.
Yeah, it comes out at the bottom there. I guess you can close the doors or open them to control the volume on it.
Well, I was up in Edison place, up in what's it, East Orange, New Jersey, and they have like one of his original ones up there, and they're shutting the volume control and take a rag and throw it in the horn.
Okay.
Huh, good music.
15. There are 50 still
I'm now back on the first floor. I will soon take a train ride. Oops. Almost forgot to sign the guest book. She normally does. She does that when we're cast, too. Even at the cast store, she signs that. And over there, where you get your tickets, through that door. Now to buy the tickets. Watch me. I'm all set.
You want me?
Yeah. Send me the ticket.
Oh, yeah. 2.
He wants to ride the train.
You bet.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You can board at any time, but it won't leave till 2:15.
Okay, all right.
I just didn't want you to move it.
Oh, good.
It's
Become handy neighbor.
This original phone system there. Just like in Mayberry, they had phones like that.
Maybe.
The good old Mayberry, yeah, right. Yeah, ticket booth. All kinds of stuff. Now to board that train.
I like these doors.
We're going to take a cab ride.
Oh, is that the train right there? Standard one or the work train?
I was told I could ride on the roof if I want to as well. I'm not going to climb up there though. But I'll still get you a cab ride. Okay, we got the highball. I'm on pod cab ride. Lots of curves. looks all clear. Huh, both ways. They're having fun. Straight away. That's rare. Here the last time. Then we're going to keep on going. Siding there. The end of the track. Siding to the right. End of the track up there.
lot of milk. It was called the Milky Way, and they hauled that on the passenger trains and the baggage cars. They hauled milk cans. And there was a
6 million gallons of milk a year.
creameries in Baltimore and York.
That's a lot of milk.
Then the trucks started taking over and lost the milk business. But we also hauled coal, grain, flour. That's what we had the mill for. We had canneries down there at High Rock. We had one at Muddy Creek. If you look in the store, we got reproduction labels of the actual canned goods that they made, produced here. They ran passenger service, York to Baltimore, south of Beach Bottom to Baltimore was a lot of commuter service. Red Lion had a lot of business in shipping furniture and cigars. And in the 20s, they decided they were starting to lose the passenger business a little bit, so they got 2 self-propelled gas electric cars, which would haul so many people in there, and they'd have a mail car on behind. That prospered, everything prospered through World War II until 1954. They lost the mail contract, and that was holding passenger service together. Once the mail contract was lost, no more passenger trains. Till 58, they ran the trains to Baltimore, but from Delta to Baltimore, it was mostly passenger service. There was not a lot of shippers, so they abandoned the line from Baltimore to Delta in 58. The section from Whitford to York prospered, mainly because of the Funkhauser quarries, and they built the Peachbottom nuclear plant, and they used the line to rebuild it, in fact, to haul stuff to Peachbottom. Then the business starts falling off. The railroad actually became a little bigger when Conrail came into being, because the parent company in Maryland, Pennsylvania at the time was called Emmons Industries. They took over the York yard from, it used to be Pennsylvania or Penn Central. They took it over, and they took over the line that went to Frederick, Maryland, and that became part of Ma and Paul. Then later on in 85, the business fell off, so they abandoned from Delta to York. And we got a bunch of guys together, and we bought what you're riding on to preserve the Ma and Paul Railroad. Good. Now we're an all-volunteer organization. We do everything from track work, maintaining the cars, all. The only things we don't paint the buildings, don't do the roofing, contract that out. But everything else is all volunteer, and we're always looking for people. Anybody interested in working on diesel locomotives? We do have 2 diesel locomotives. The one runs, but the other one is an original Ma and Paul. We cannot get it running. We have to get a new engine block for it, which is a major expense. The other one is ratty looking, but it runs. We got that given to us, and then we have a little Plymouth gas mechanical engine. Our thought is to run a full-size train. Right now we're restoring a wooden caboose that ran in the Ma and Paul, and we're building an excursion car. We're looking for a coach. We got a coach down there that doesn't belong to us, but it can be put in service if we get seats. And maybe in about 2 years we might be running a full-size train. But this is the furthest since we started running the excursions that you got. Laurel is right up around there. You'll see there's some washouts and stuff. And there's a propane tank buried in the middle of the track, so we can't really go no further till we get that issue resolved. So we only actually got maybe, what, a quarter of a mile yet? About a quarter of a mile of track, and we're into Laurel. But this is actually the furthest we've been since '96, because we never ran for passengers till '98. '96 we had a washout, and if you've seen the sections, it looked like it's all new. We got a federal government grant to rebuild that, because that last section before we come over that bridge, if you would come up the track back in '98 when we first started running, you could only come up so far. It looked like a roller coaster, but there's nothing under. It's like the track hanging up. So we got the grant and rebuilt it, and like I said, this is the furthest we got. Anybody interested in volunteering? We put out a newsletter. Comes out 4 times a year. We have a meeting day where we feed you once a year. We run special trips for school kids. We also stock the stream with trout. We run a fish stocking train where we have that, and maybe one of these in little flat cars we put barrels on. We do that, and a lot of other stuff. Any questions from anybody before we head back?
That's a lumber mill, right?
That's a lumber mill. The last trip, I stopped.
I can answer some
I'm
questions.
just going to pull up and let you see the lumber mill. Why not? We're not going any further than that, but you can see the lumber mill anyway. Any questions from anybody else? Okay, all aboard. You guys want to ride in the other end?
He said I could.
And not for the cab ride back. Still, it's a cool old siding there on the left. Don't block his view though.
So am I the way?
Cab ride on the mom and pop, like dying and going to heaven several times. Again, Muddy Creek. Typical non-pop speed, about 10 miles an hour, if even that. They had to fix this bridge recently. Rhythm to the rails. Post 58. 15 miles from downtown Baltimore. The streetcar museum now sits. stop screaming, but not for long. Be on this than on the Acela. Come on, answer me. Arriving back at High Rock. High Rock, definitely off the beaten path. Unless of course you live here. Instead of traffic stopping for us, we stop for traffic. Again, ever seen the Acela do that? Whoa. There goes an old bus. We had to be flagged across the crossing. And up there, a cut to avoid curvature. We don't call this place High Rock for nothing. Creek Forks. I guess we'll get off here. They can keep going. I guess they don't know that. Right. Mom and Pa cab ride. Just for you.
I wanted to keep hearing that. I just feel like I'm on the tree.
You get used to that noise after a while.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to get out.
There you have it. Your Mom and Pa cab ride. We'll go in the station for a bit more of a look around. I am telling you, this is one incredible place. One of my favorite train stations of all time. It isn't Grand Central, but that's why I like it. Very cool train station, complete with a bare light bulb hanging on a wire. After all, it's not authentic without a bare light bulb hanging on a wire. Everybody want to go back up and have a look at something? Yes, indeed. Good enough for me. Let's continue up.
They pull all the debris out and use the thing to fill their pipe.
Over here, a hand-operated freight elevator, which I showed you in my 2008 video in operation.
Well, it's the arrangement was, it's like Mr. Grove had merchandise on all 3 floors of the store, and some of the heavier things, like the pot-bellied stoves, were up on the next level. So he had to have a way to move all of the merchandise. So this elevator was installed when the store was built in 1899.
1899?
Yes.
Huh.
Now, over here, this is the brake. When I take the brake off, what do you think the elevator's going to do? We're going to put something in there, I'm going to open this door.
I think it'll go down maybe an inch or two and then stop because of the safety devices.
Well, let's take a
I
look.
think I saw it demonstrated. All
It's
right,
actually going up.
going up.
Oh, you look at that.
Oh,
And you see the store comes down automatically.
oh, that's interesting.
Cool.
Okay, I remember that now from 08.
Now listen, listen, open up.
Right, the trap door's opening up.
Yeah, and I can bring it up some more and wipe the doors down here.
That's incredible.
Yeah, nothing's going down, it's going up.
All right.
Now, if you look up in the dormer, you will notice that there is a large pulley up there that this rope goes around. You'll have to come over here to see it.
Okay.
This loop that goes all the way around down to the basement and back up. You'll also notice too that there was a small gear on that pulley, but there's a much larger gear on the elevator pulley. So it gives you a bit down, that it gives you what's known as a mechanical advantage, that you can pull a lot of weight.
It's the gear ratio. With like a car transmission.
The rope.
On the rope, right, you might stop pull the rope, ropes in, yeah.
Now, at the same time though, you have to pull a lot more rope than the elevator moves. That's the trade-off. You have to pull a
Right.
lot of rope. but
Like
you
low
have to
gear.
lift a lot of weight.
Right, it works, but it's a lot of work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You also notice too that we have the wheels on there that ride on that track,
Oh,
which
yeah.
keeps the elevator from swinging or turning. Because you only have about a 1/4 inch in the floor space where it goes further. There's 2 rocker arms,
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
and that's what opens up the
Right there.
floor. You see they're connected to these rods down here?
Oh, yeah, right.
That's what opens up the floor.
Yeah.
Get a closer view here.
And you'll also notice too that when the doors open up, the track continues on the inside of these doors.
Oh, yeah, the line up.
Yeah, the rope does move faster.
A little neat safety feature they have on this thing is the emergency brake. You see that big leaf spring under there?
Oh, yeah, right.
See, that's under pressure right now. It connects, the cable comes through the beam and connects to that. What happens is if the cable would break or run free, that expands downward. When it does, it turns these bars on either side of the beam. And look over here. You see these dogs with these teeth in here?
Yeah.
These rotate into the track and bite into it to keep the elevator from falling.
Right, like locked.
Oh, that makes sense, right.
Did I mention to you about the
Yeah, the Mont
movie
Pond
Richer
HO.
or Poorer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want to watch that. want to see that stuff on.
All right, back down. Made it. It's a very nice place here.
See, here's
Very
the
nice.
elevator.
There's the road.
Okay, there's an elevator on the first floor. All right.
Let me see something.
And up there is the trap door in the ceiling.
Yeah, see, that's the bottom of the car up there you're looking at.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I got it. These remind me of school. We used to climb over.
No, they're in my department, photography. I used to have a camera like one of those.
Display here. Because some tomato product.
Lots of canned goods.
Last train of the day will be leaving in 15 minutes. There are
Then
still
you
tickets
found out
available
one
in the table.
week cancer, baseball
Last
players,
train in 15 minutes. Thank you.
He had always bragged about all his teeth. And he always says, that's the reason my teeth are good. Because I chew tobacco.
Yep, this is the way we used to wash our clothes.
Put him through the ringer.
You put us through the ringer, right. The expression came from there, I guess.
Yeah, they put thick products through it, like jeans, maybe shirts. That's kind of smart.
There you go. Old-fashioned laundromat.
You got to get the water out of it.
Right. I go like this.
Not back outside. Here, Muddy Creek Forks. But you can still see the light bulbs hanging on wires inside the windows. We'll now head for the rolling mill and have ourselves a look. And now inside the roller mill with all this antique machinery here.
Good afternoon. Last call for the last train of the day. Last call. All aboard.
Again, interesting place. A little warm in here, almost hot, but still rather interesting. This mill first produced corn for people to eat, but then they switched to producing corn for cows to eat. They were going to switch back to corn for people. Once you begin making corn for cows, you can't switch back. And there are 2 more levels upstairs, but I can't access them. The ground up corn would go through those chutes and fall into bags.
Off of that machine. That's an oscillatory sifting machine.
Okay, that's where it goes, not into bags. Or
And so the entire case there, when the machine is operating, would be rotated down 90 degrees. The entire case oscillates, and those canvas socks are what allows it to connect to stationary wooden spouts
Okay,
in the
all right.
building. What happens is this is part of the roller milling process, where to make white flour you grind by gradual reduction. You first grind very coarsely, and then you grind finer and finer.
They bring here, it's quicker, easier.
yeah, back then most roads were dirt. You needed the railroad
Exactly.
because the roads were in horrible shape.
The roads are horrible
Yeah.
shape, yeah, right, you needed it.
They didn't get paid till the 50s or something, I think.
To take
Yeah,
a
not till we
wagon
were
load,
born.
to take a wagon load of grain to Baltimore for a farmer would have been a 4-day round trip.
Wow.
4 days to Baltimore from here. Wow. I could walk it in that time.
The round trip,
Where's-
4 days.
We had a chain-driven flour dresser there. That's interesting. Did a belt go around the big pulley there? Looks like a belt would have gone around
So
there.
the primary power would have been from the pulley, which is the belt. And then what the chain is doing is running these two, which are the little horizontal conveyors that are running at the bottom of the machine.
Oh, yeah, right.
And what happens is, inside this machine, when we look at it, the don't really see particularly
Inside.
from the north. And it came off the main line up above the store and came this direction. Right
Oh, I see. Then they-
right past the stone house.
Then they changed the siding around. Okay, all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
But then in 1947, they changed it around and they made the siding come from the south and took out
Huh.
the stuff up the north.
Now back outside the mill. Let's have a walk down the track. I can't get over it. There aren't any no trespassing signs, as on CSX. Now here in the yard. Over here, a locomotive like the one Georgetown uses. Theirs is called Mighty Mo, but this one you can call Mini Mo. It's a bit smaller. And for all of you EMD freaks, an SW9 switcher. Original number 82. Too bad they can't run it though, for various reasons. And over here, an outside braced boxcar. And an open air car they're working on, just like they use at Cass. And part of the track left that served the roller mill. So I hope you enjoyed your tour of the place and your mom and pop cab ride. And again, the station. In fact, I'm a bit of a celebrity here. The people that have heard of my YouTube channel and heard of me. I was almost signing autographs in there. I'm a celebrity at this place. People actually knew me. I can't get over it. There you go. Your bullfrog is famous. Again, thanks for viewing. Stop by my channel again. See you on the next one.